I'm going to be sharing with you how you can get this program completely for free. Now, this program I've been listening to for a couple of years now, and every single year I listen to it, and I get a lot out of it because I really start to focus what is really important in my life. How do I really manifest the dreams that I want? Now, if you're into Neville Goddard, if you like different law of manifestation courses, could be Florence Shen, it could be Earl Nightingale, it could be Napoleon Hill. This is definitely up your alley. If you like to read different books on manifesting your dreams, this is up your alley. Now I'm going to share with you real quick how you can actually get this program completely for free for a limited time, because a lot of people don't know how to get it done. Under my videos, you're going to see a description, and you want to just click on that first link. And that first link is going to take you to a sales page. The sales page is going to look like this. I'm going to go over here right now, and you can read through this page if you like. Now, if you want to just get to the program, if you want to get to the program right away, all you have to do is click Buy Now. Click Buy Now, and from here, the first thing you want to go down here where it says enter your coupon code. The coupon code is YWIYC. You want to hit apply. Once you hit apply, you can see that the discount code has been applied. You can get this program completely for free. And you want to go back up here, fill in your contact, billing, and payment information, and complete your order. After you complete your order, you want to go to your email. There's going to be a link in that email. You just tap on it once, and it's going to give you access to the program for free. When you get this program, this is your Wish is Your Command, How to Manifest Your Desires. It's a 14 audio series. You're not going to get through it your first day, and that's perfectly fine. It took me a couple of days to get through all of it, and there were many lessons, many CD sets on many parts of this audio series that I listened to again and again. Repetition is really key if you want to really drill in something. Today, that's what I'm going to talk about. I'm going to go through your Wish is Your Command, what I've learned from it so far. It's just a short little introduction. My name is John, and part of what I do, I teach people with health, detox, different things like that. Now, when you're going through the CD set, there are going to be these different lessons that Kevin's going to be teaching you on your Wish is Your Command, the CD audio series. The 4 specific lessons are, number 1, who do you listen to? Who do you listen to? Are you listening to the right people? The next lesson is the teachability index. How teachable are you? The next lesson is the training balance scale. And finally, you have the 4 steps to learning. It's 4 steps to master something. If you want to master something, you have to go through these 4 steps. So I'm going to go through these lessons one by one. And if you're in the comments, you can leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Now, the first lesson is, who do you listen to? Who do you listen to? Now, Kevin teaches you need to listen to people who have been where you are and where you want to be. Many people out there, they are listening to the wrong people. They've been trained to listen to all the wrong people their entire life. Now, many people will not admit this, but I'm going to break this down to you. Are you listening to the right people that can help you achieve your goals? Now, a lot of people, they may be going to the gym. They want to say, I want to get into better shape. I want to get into better health. They go to the gym, and when you're at the gym, I was in Southern California, San Diego, and downtown, there was a 24-hour fitness there. And of course, you go to one of these gyms, a lot of personal trainers, they're going to come up and see if they can become your personal trainer. Now, the problem I had was a lot of those trainers at that 24-hour, they were not even healthy. They did not look fit at all. So they may have certifications, they may have gone to school for personal trainer, stuff like that, but they were not in shape. You need to listen to people who have been where you are and where you want to be. Some of those trainers, they were so out of shape, they were more out of shape than I was. So I'm like, how are these people going to help you? But you've been trained to listen to all the wrong people. Another example I could give is when you go to the doctor, okay? Nothing I share is professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. You guys got to put your head together and use your own brain. When you go to the hospital and the doctor says, you have this condition, you have this problem here, problem there, okay? And how was this there 2 months ago? I took somebody at the hospital and I just used my own eyes. I'm like, a lot of y'all here at the hospital in the ER are not looking very healthy at all. They're going to tell you to go get some scans done, get your blood work done, get on the ECG or the EKG, electrocardiogram, and they're going to tell you, well, these numbers are off. These numbers are, alpha scale, within range, out of range, within range. When you go to the doctor, have you ever had the presence of mind to ask them, listen, you get up on that scale, okay? We're going to measure your height, measure your weight, and we're going to get that BMI out of you. Go get your blood work done. Let's go through your blood test. Go through your blood work. See how actually healthy you are. Can these doctors really help you? Do you have any type of chronic diseases, diabetes, hypertension, right? You have all sorts of chronic diseases stacking up against you as a doctor. A lot of these doctors, they can't even save themselves. They cannot save. Of course, nothing I share is professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment. All I'm saying is, who do you listen to? Listen to people who have been where you are and where you want to be. Okay. That's the very, very first key lesson. And you can go through your life right now. Who are you listening to on YouTube? Who you're listening to in your own personal life? A lot of people, they may be struggling with relationship advice. And they're going to somebody and then they're venting all their relationship problems. The person they're venting their relationship problems to, they've been like 3 times divorced, 4 times divorced. How are they going to help you keep you in a happy marriage if that's what you're looking for? Listen to people who have been where you are and where you want to be. Another frustration that I have regarding this is that, okay, we talked about health. Okay, we talked about going to the hospital. Okay. Another example will come up to mind. It'll come back to me. Here it is. When you're going to a personal trainer, okay, they're in their early 20s. They might be in shape, but now you're in your 40s. When you're in your 40s, your physical body is very, very different. You have to have different hormonal changes. You have a lot of waste material stuck inside of you. And of course, the personal trainer, their knowledge is very limited. Maybe they're in their early 20s. All you got to do is come in here, do these exercises. You're going to do some reps and sets. And you got to do calorie counting. And you can be just like me. This 21-year-old does not know anything about what you've gone through the last 20 years. How are they going to help you? They don't know what you've been through. Maybe you had like 4 or 5 kids already. Okay, now you're in your 40s. And if it's the only thing that you got to do is do more sets at the gym and do calorie count. I know people that gone down that path and never get the results that they're looking for. Because these trainers that have not been where you are, they don't know what you're going through. You need to find a personal trainer in their 40s or 50s, and they got that 6-pack already. Okay, they are healthy, they're vibrant all the time, they don't get sick all the time, they're not always whining about their physical body. And they said, okay, there are so many things that are currently off your radar screen you don't know about. And that's something I'm going to discuss later. A lot of people don't know about this radar screen. You have knowledge that's currently in your database. Getting a little bit ahead of myself. So that's the first part. Who do you listen to? Write that down. Or you listen to people that have been where you are and where you want to be. What is the next lesson? Teachability index. What is your teachability index? How teachable are you? Many people think I'm very teachable. How do you quantify something like that? How do you measure something like that? Well, there are 2 ways that you can measure this, and it's quantifiable according to Kevin Trudeau. The first part is, what is your willingness to learn? What is your willingness to learn? All right? Give yourself a scale of 1 to 10. How do you know if you have that willingness to learn? Maybe you want to change your life right now. Okay, you want to learn some skill that can really upgrade Maybe you want to increase your income, better your health, whatever you're trying to do. How do you know if you have that willingness to learn? Or you won't set aside that time to actually learn something to better your life? Everyone has 24 hours, right? And most people, after they go back home after work, all they do is turn on Netflix, they turn on Hulu, they turn on their favorite TV shows, and that's the end of it. That's how they spend their time. That's the only thing they look forward to. Or they go play golf, they go play bowling, they go bowl with their friends, or go drinking with their friends. So you're willing to set that time aside. You says, I'm no longer doing this. I had this blocks of time. I'm gonna cancel my Netflix subscription, Hulu subscription, Amazon Prime videos. I'm gonna substitute that with audios. I'm gonna take online courses. Maybe I'll be going to some in-person events. That's how you know you have that willingness to learn. Most people don't know that. They don't know how teachable they are because they never quantify it. So give yourself a score, 0 to 10, okay? So there are 30, 31 days in a month. And how many of those days are you setting aside those precious hours rather than watching those Amazon Prime videos, Netflix, and you are reading that book, listening to audios, or attending live events? Okay, give yourself a score of 0 to 10. Next part is, what is your willingness to accept change? Many people, they miss this part. What is your willingness to accept change? Now that you learned the lessons, you read the books, you listened to the audios, maybe you attended the conferences, now you're applying those lessons on a daily basis to better your life. And you also give yourself a score on 0 to 10. Some people, they say, well, I bought that P90X program, 10 years ago, and it's sitting there on my shelf. I just watched Tony, okay? I see Tony on the DVD set. I see him exercising, but I never actually do the exercise myself. Many people go through that path. Many people ordering that P90X still out of shape. Give yourself a score. So the first part is, what is your willingness to learn? Give yourself a score 0 to 10. Next part is, what is your willingness to accept change? Also give yourself a score on 0 to 10. Some people, they could be a 10 out of 10 with their willingness to learn. They says, I'm reading the books, listening to the audios, attending the conferences. So they got their whole calendar stacked up, learning. But when it comes to their willingness to accept change, when it comes to real rubber against the road application, they are a 0 out of 10. So 10 out of 10 with the willingness to learn, a 0 out of 10 with your willingness to accept change. You want to multiply these numbers together. So 10 multiplied by 0, it still gives you a 0 for your teachability index. And that's how you calculate how teachable you are when it comes across your finances, your relationships, okay? When it comes to your health, you can really measure this. If you're not getting the results you want, this is one of the pillars you're lacking. First part, what did we talk about? We talked about, who do you listen to? Are you listening to the right people that can really move the needle in your favor? I don't care if that is with your health, with your finances, with your relationships. Pick one. Next part is, okay, now you picked, I want to improve my health, right? I'm going to talk more about that today. What is your willingness to learn? Are you learning maybe things that are currently outside of your scope of awareness? Okay, you've been doing the things, the exercise, the calorie count, eating, working, okay? So you can't be doing the same thing, expect different results. But now you're learning something new, and something new may be off your radar screen, could be outside of your comfort zone, so you don't actually do it. So your willingness to accept change is 0. So it gives you a teachability of 0, and you're not going to change your life with that. Next part is, what is the training balance scale? So think of a scale that can tilt back and forth. On one side of the scale, it's about how you think and how you feel. Napoleon Hill wrote that book, Think and Grow Rich. He didn't say, toil hard and grow rich. He told you to think and grow rich. How you think and how you feel, and what is your why? What are your dreams, your goals, your attitudes? your mental processes, your vibration, your internal motivation. So on one side of the scale, it's all about how you think and how you feel. On the other side of the training balance scale are the how actions, the specific techniques, the different strategies you can deploy, the action steps, the plans, the activities, the physical actions. Now, most people in the personal development niche, they will always tell you the reason you aren't where you're at right now is because you don't know the how actions. You don't have the specific techniques. You don't know the strategy. So you're just spinning through one course after the next. You're going through one conference after the next. But according to Kevin Trudeau and what he taught and what he learned through his years of training, they've been taught to focus on how you think and how you feel. Okay, what is that image of yourself? What is your internal motivation? What's your attitude? Do you have that faith that you can actually succeed, okay, in a particular arena? And that has a lot more importance. What I'm sharing with you right now are only the broad strokes. You guys got to go get the CD set. Okay, you guys got to go get the CD set yourself. And how do you get it? It's all for free. There's going to be a link in my descriptions right here. You're going to click on it. It's going to take you to a sales page. If you don't want to read through all of it, you can just click buy now. If you want to read through all of it, you certainly can. At the end of the page, you will find other buy now buttons. You can see it right here. And from here, all you got to do, you want to go to this bottom section where you enter the coupon code. This coupon code is YWIYC. You want to apply it, right? So you want to apply YWIYC. Hit apply. You can see that after the discount code, you can get this completely for free. You want to come back up in here, fill in your contact, billing, and payment information. It's not going to charge you anything. They just want to find people who are actually serious about this program and hit complete your order. And that's how you can get this complete 14 audio series for free. Coming back into your wish is your command, the training balance scale. You guys want to go through this audio series set because I'm just providing the broad strokes. Kevin is going to go in depth how each one of these actually work. Your wish is your command. We talked about who do you listen to. Next part, we talk about the teachability index. Next, we talk about the training balances. So who do you listen to? Teachability index, training balance scale, and finally, the 4 steps to learning. So let's talk about that real quick. What are the 4 steps to learning? The first step is unconscious incompetence. You don't know what you don't know. There are so many things off the radar screen right now you don't know. You think you might know something. Maybe within your peers, you have a lot of knowledge. So you are a little bit cocky. You're like, hey, I know a lot of things that my peers don't know. Listen, there are so many other people out there that know more than you do, that earn a lot more than you do, that have better relationships. So you got to just humble yourself, because as much as you know right now within your peers, it ain't shit. Okay, I'm always punching to the next level because I know there's so much more that I don't know. So I got to read more books. I got to listen to more audios. I got to attend more conferences, whether in person or online. But having that knowledge isn't enough. I have to apply it. So that's the first part. Unconscious incompetence. You have to realize that you don't know what you don't know. In all aspects of your life, there's so many things off your radar screen right now that you don't know about. Next part, you need to be learning. You need to set that time aside so you can actually learn something to up your skills, up your knowledge. Conscious incompetence. You know that you don't know something. Any single time you pick up a book, even ones that you've read, you'll be like, wow, how did I miss this the first time? Because you missed it the first time. So now you read it again, something new is going to come up. And you're going to go back to the same book and read it again, and something new is going to come up. You have that conscious incompetence. You know that you don't know something. And over time, you're going to develop conscious competence. You know that you know something, right? And of course, we go through these stages all the time. And finally, you go through unconscious competence. You know, and the success is automatic. When you first start tying your shoelaces, you don't know what you're doing. You're fumbling through your shoelaces. And over time, with consistent practice, and you listen to your parents or your relatives teach you how to tie your shoelaces. And many people, they teach you how to tie the shoelaces wrong. I didn't know how to tie my shoelaces correctly until I was in my 30s. I kid you not. There are many people tie. Of course, there are ways that you can tie your shoelaces so your shoelaces are tied, right? But there are ways that you can tie your shoelaces so they don't look crooked. There are different levels to this, and there are different ways to tie your shoelaces so they don't just get untied so easily. There are always different levels to even just tying your damn shoelaces. Where you're riding a bike, okay, when you first try to ride a bike, you don't know what you're doing. You are like, I don't know where to put my hands on these handles. Maybe you got to get some tricycles going to get that momentum going in the first place. And over time, you're like, oh, there's so many things I don't know about because I'm seeing these kids, they're riding their bicycles with their hands off their handles, right? So that opened up another possibility for you. It's like, oh, people can actually ride their bicycles without their hands on their handles. There's always another level. But over time, you're going to get better at riding that bicycle, and your friends, your loved ones will say, okay, we're going to get off the training wheels, and you're going to learn how to balance on that bicycle. And over time, you're going to get better and better at riding that bicycle until you become unconscious competence. Maybe you go on a vacation, and on the vacation, you're like, oh, we're going to go do a bike rental, hang out with the friends, get on that bicycle. You're not going to be like, I don't know how to ride this bike. You're not going to become afraid, become anxious, because you have installed how to ride this bicycle. 4 steps to learning. You're going to go from unconscious incompetence, move your way up to conscious incompetence, move your way up to conscious competence, and move your way up to unconscious competence. You know that success is automatic. You're going to get that bike rental, hop on that bike, and you're on your way. In life, there's so many aspects to life, and we want to continually upgrade our skills, upgrade our knowledge, upgrade our application, and that's how we're going to improve as human beings. And I want to open up. I know somebody's watching this right now. If you have any questions for me, you guys can put it in the comments. I'm going to see if any questions come up. Yeah, are there any questions regarding... Oh my goodness, it is something incorrect. So give me 1 second, so I'm going to open up the comments. So I want you guys to refresh the page real quick. So previously, the comment box wasn't showing up because there was one section I wasn't clicking correctly. Hello, anyone here? So you can actually connect with me in the comments now, if you choose to. I'm going to refresh the page real quick. Next, we're going to talk about health, okay? Because a lot of y'all could benefit from health information. Oh, somebody's actually, yeah, give me some hearts if you're actually here so I can see them. Or just whatever you like. Is this helping people? I want to know if you are on this call right now. Just let me know. What are you thinking right now? You want to refresh the page, okay? All right. Next, we're going to talk about health. A lot of you can benefit from this information. All right. I'm going to take a breather real quick. Oh yeah, there's also a QR code. If you guys can see this, there's actually a QR code. You guys can click on the QR code or scan the QR code, and the directions are the same. Directions are the same. You guys are going to scan the QR code. It's going to take you to the page. So thanks for coming back on the call. I see 4 people watching. So we're going to talk about digestive systems and how you can improve your health. Okay. So right now you're learning something. I'm going to teach you guys. Of course, none of this professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or qualified health provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. So I'm going to teach you guys how you can clean this whole digestive system completely. So a lot of people, you're dealing with chronic constipation, right? Chronic constipation, it is a worldwide problem. Many people have it. And how do you define chronic constipation? If you're not going to the bathroom every single day, consistently, like clockwork, you're chronically constipated. And over time, all that waste material is just going to compound. It's going to cause a lot of inflammation within your body. And it's not just going to go away by itself. So to understand how to fix chronic constipation, you need to first look at human physiology. Human physiology, when it comes to your digestive system, is very simple. It's a very long piece of pipework. And every single person, they have this pipework installed. Every human being, okay? Food enters your mouth, down the esophagus, into your stomach. Inside the stomach, digestive enzymes breaking down the food, and over time, food's gonna enter your small intestines next for nutrient absorption. The small intestines is very, very long. It's roughly 4.5 meters, about 15 feet, followed by the large intestines, another 1.5 meters, another 5 feet in length, and out the back for elimination. When it comes to your digestive system, it's all about what you eat, ingest through your mouth must go out the back as waste elimination. I know it sounds way too simple, but many people in the world cannot get this done. When your elimination is incomplete, residues of all feces, they can build up in layers in the walls of the colon. As they putrefy, they can cause health problems, pain, and discomfort. Many people are going through this. So today I'm going to teach you a very simple protocol that can help you clean out the small and large intestines combined using very simple ingredients. Now, you guys can get this from the store. This is just organic apple cider vinegar. If it's not organic, you want to make sure this is apple cider vinegar without any sugar or fruit infusions. Next, you're going to pick between limes, lemons, or grapefruit. Pick a fruit. It's going to be either limes, lemons, or grapefruit. I highly recommend using grapefruit because it's a little bit sweet, but it's not too sweet. Next, you're going to get either pink salt or food grade Epsom salt. You're going to get pink salt or food grade Epsom salt, okay? And this is just black coffee prepared separately. Now, this is what I want you guys to do. There's going to be a little bit of a fasting period. The night before you do this protocol, you want to finish dinner around 7:30 p.m. After 7:30 p.m., I don't want you to consume any more food. No late night snacks, nothing. You want it to be just drinking some water. That's all you're going to do. And the next morning when you wake up, Don't eat any breakfast. You can have some liquids, that's perfectly fine, but don't eat any breakfast. At 11 a.m., you want to be making it in the stainless steel thermos. So get yourself a stainless steel thermos. These are all the items that you need. Okay, you need the stainless steel thermos. You need this coffee mug, also stainless steel, or another item that cannot break and shatter on you. You're gonna get the apple cider vinegar. Pick between limes, lemons, or grapefruit, pink salt, or food grade Epsom salt. And coffee is prepared separately. Black coffee, optional. You're gonna add 1 tablespoon and 2 teaspoons of pink salt in the stainless steel thermos. So 1 tablespoon is 15 ml. Okay, each teaspoon is 5 ml. So when you have 2 teaspoons, it's 10 ml. You're gonna have 25 milliliters of pink salt total, or food grade Epsom salt, magnesium sulfate. You're gonna cut and squeeze 3 lemons or limes, or just use 1 grapefruit. You're gonna cut it up, press it through the single press squeezer, but you're gonna also filter it through the metal mesh strainer. I just want the juice. I don't want any pulp or any seeds inside this solution. Next, you're gonna add a 1/4 cup apple cider vinegar, put it in the stainless steel thermos. You're gonna put everything in here. You guys understand? Put everything in the stainless steel thermos. Next, you're gonna add 2.5 cups of hot water in the stainless steel thermos and stir. Stir very thoroughly. You wanna make sure all that salt dissolves evenly in the stainless steel thermos. Next, you're gonna add a cup of room temperature water. Also put it in the stainless steel thermos. Over here is a bottled water. It's got about 2 liters in volume. Give me 1 second. I gotta get some water. So after you mix everything together, there should be only 3 things on your table: the bottled water, plastic bottled water, stainless steel thermos with the solution, and of course the black coffee without any sugar or cream added. Only 3 things. I'm going to teach you how to drink the solution down. This is not a race. A lot of people can find these formulas or protocols online, and then nothing works for them because they try to drink it too fast, or they think it's a race. I don't recommend any of that. You need to drink this very, very slowly, especially your first time. You need to pace yourself and drink this down slowly. These are the directions. You're going to take a tiny sip of this bottled water, hold it in your mouth. This is a very tiny sip. You're not going to like the taste of this. So I want to coat over your tongue and your teeth to make this process a little bit more palatable. Take a tiny sip of the bottled water, hold it in your mouth, and you're going to take a small gulp to begin with of the sulfurous solution. If you don't like the taste, you're going to go buy yourself a stainless steel straw, and you're going to sip on the solution and drink it down. Drink everything down. Then you're going to take a tiny sip of this black coffee to reward yourself with a familiar taste. Okay, so step 1 again, take a tiny sip of the bottled water, hold it in your mouth. Then you're going to take a gulp of the sulfurous solution, drink it down. Take a tiny sip of the black coffee to reward yourself with a familiar taste. You're going to repeat steps 1 through 3. Repeat steps 1 through 3. But the goal is to finish the sulfurous solution first. On your table, there are 3 items: the water, the sulfurous solution, and the coffee. Your goal is to take a tiny sip of this water, hold it in your mouth, then you're going to gradually put down the sulfurous solution, okay? Then you're going to take a tiny sip of the black coffee, reward yourself familiar taste, but the goal is to finish the sulfurous solution first. You're not trying to finish both the bottled water and the sulfurous solution at the same time. Incorrect. There is a particular viscosity I want this sulfurous solution to be in. If you drink the bottled water and the sulfurous solution, it's going to dilute it down, and you're not going to have a successful salt flush. So watch this video again and again, because A lot of people, they don't pay attention to these small little directions. One more time, repeating steps 1 through 3, but you're trying to finish the salt flush solution first. What's going to happen is the salt flush solution is going to work its way through your digestive system. Over here, you want to be as relaxed as possible. Maybe you listen to some classical music, listen to Rachmaninoff, Piano Concerto 2, Movement 2 on repeat, deep diaphragmatic breathing. Get yourself in a very, very calm state. The salt flush solution is going to work its way into your stomach. When you're relaxed, there's going to be something here called the pyloric sphincter that's going to open up. As it opens up, the salt flush solution is going to bypass through and enter your small intestines. It's going to begin cleaning out the small intestines. The small intestines has a surface area of a football field. It's been caked up with so much nasty material you can't even imagine. So what you guys gotta do, you're gonna drink the salt flush solution down. It's gonna work its way. It's gonna push that waste material from the small intestines into the large intestines. Okay, so let me give you guys a better picture. So over here, you're drinking the salt flush solution down. Over here, it's gonna work its way through the small intestines. Small intestines, 4.5 meters, roughly 15 feet. Followed by the large intestines. It's going to push that waste material, first beginning with the ascending portion, right? Then it's going to transverse and then descend. And when that happens, you're going to have this unction to use the bathroom. That's what happens. And over time, you're going to have this feel, okay, I want to use the bathroom. And you just go, because this process is going to take, you're going to take 45 minutes, an hour, and a half drinking the salt flush solution, especially in your beginning stages. It's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be fun, but you're going to put it down. If you care about improving your health, of course, none of this professional medical advice, diagnosis, treatment. You guys are on your own, okay? And over time, you're going to have this unction. You're like, okay, I want to use the bathroom. Well, you're going to go use the bathroom. And you're never trying to push anything out. You're never trying to clench on the toilet, do anything stupid like that. And of course, this is for only those individuals you have a healthy, small and large intestines. You may be chronically constipated 1 to 2 days at a time. You need to fix it right away. You cannot let this thing sit. If you let it sit, your 1 to 2 days chronic constipation is going to become 2 to 3 days. Then it's going to be 3 to 4 days, 4 to 5 days. Before you know it, you're a whole week into it. Whew. Let me tell you what, you don't want to go down that path. These are the poop milestones. Solids are going to first come out, right? Because all this waste material that's been trapped inside your large intestines, they're going to get pushed out first. But over time, even the waste material that is getting rinsed out through the small intestines, now they're pushing through the large intestines and they're exiting out of your body. So you're going to see this waste material is going to go from solids to something that's very, very soft. And over time, it's going to become softer and softer and softer, kind of like a diarrhea. Okay? And then it's going to transition into torn brown water, lots of it. And I'm talking about savage, talking about diarrhea tsunami, you guys understand? It's going to become blasting out all this waste material. What you guys going to do in that situation, you're going to take this bottled water with you to the bathroom. And you guys are going to continue to drink from this bottled water to add more water pressure to the top of this digestive system to even wash out, to rinse out, to flush out all the waste material from both the small and large intestines. A lot of people, they don't believe me when I teach them this. Well, I make it a believer out of many people. And this is part of what I teach, right? So a little bit about myself. I have a program that is called the Mega Poop Transformation Challenge. Lose 3 to 5 pounds per month without going to the gym. I know it sounds ridiculous, but I help people all over the world how to do this. And there are many, many testimonials. on the bottom of the sales page. If you guys want to take a look at this program, I'm going to put it in the comments here. You guys can watch it when you guys later on, but that's basically what the protocol entails. Of course, there's more to this. You guys want to be taking probiotics after this protocol. You want to recoat back up your small and large intestines with probiotics. You want to be eating something soft. You want to be eating congee. You want to be eating something like oatmeal, whatever. You can be eating some fruits. Don't push yourself to eat a whole bunch of garbage. So it really resets your small and large intestines by getting the waste material out. We're coating back up our digestive system probiotics. What do we do next? Now we're eating healthy foods that can renourish and replenish our system. There's so many things that are off your radar screen. I'm just gonna go through the broad strokes. First of all, you guys don't know anything about parasites. Most of you don't know. I would say 90% people in the world, they don't pay attention to internal parasites. They think that this can only occur in third world countries. Wrong. So you guys want to go study up on internal parasites, how you can get rid of them and flush them out of your body if you care about restoring your health. The next part would be, how do you restore your liver health? Many people, you're struggling with gallstones. Gallstones, these are hard deposits of cholesterol, calcium, bilirubin, and it's stuck inside the gallbladder. You guys need to get the gallstones out of the gallbladder. Many people, they sit around on it too long. They don't pay attention to it. What happens? Well, when you are dealing with a congested gallbladder, you have fluids that are backing up straight into your liver, because your common bile duct could be congested with gallstones. When that happens, when they run your blood test, they're going to say, well, you are dealing with different stages of liver damage, and it's very, very serious. Well, I highly recommend you guys to go read some books regarding liver and gallbladder cleanse. Really study this diagram. If you want to improve the condition of your liver, improve the condition of your gallbladder, you must first understand the human physiology behind it. And when it comes to this, we're categorically the same. All human beings, if it's, you don't have all these other problems, you're going to have a liver that is intact. You're going to have a gallbladder that is intact. Common bile duct. The common bile duct has so many responsibilities because it's also connected to your pancreas. Yes, the common bile duct is connected to pancreas. And most people, you just have one pancreatic duct, but some people, they have two. So you have the Warson and the Santorini on top. So you guys got to look into these. And there are different ways, different protocols out there that can safely get the gallstones out of the gallbladder into the duodenum. And from there, you still need a way to flush out the gallstones out of your small intestines. Okay? I know that could be very, very overwhelming for a lot of y'all, but this is what it takes if you really want to improve your own personal health. There's so many books that are outside of your scope of awareness. When you are dealing with liver health, most people, they will tell you all you have to do is take the supplement, milk thistle, Chandrapitra. Listen, I gone down that path and it did not recover my liver until I started to take this very seriously. And if you're reading this book, The Liver and Gallbladder Miracle Cleanse, it's in chapter 4. You guys want to open up, crack this book open to chapter 4 and really learn the intricacies of how to get these gallstones out of your body. And of course, none of this professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. I'm just sharing with you what's worked for me, and you guys can go on my page. There are different things that you guys can look at. This is just a PDF. Improve your liver health, increase sex drive. Over here, the No BS Guide to the Digestive System Weight Loss Secret. If you guys want to get rid of internal parasites, this is a PDF right here. It's only $8. Over here, if you want to get the whole protocol with videos explaining how to actually get it done, the Mega Poop Transformation Challenge, lose 3 to 5 pounds without going to the gym. If you're looking for one-on-one coaching, look it up here. Now over here, I also have this program here in Chinese, the Mega Poop Transformation Challenge. The Liver and Gallbladder Cleanse Protocol. I just created this not too long ago. If you're interested in it, it's only $380. It's only $80. If you want to get the program and the coaching call with me, it's less than $400. So you guys, the ball is on your court right now, right? Today I'd explain a lot of different things, but I really don't think most of y'all are gonna get through this just by yourself, because you have a lot of you just don't have that tenacity. Me, I'm very grateful because I was at that place where nothing else worked for me. So you gotta be grateful. I'm grateful for my setbacks. My health was in trouble. I was dealing with rheumatoid arthritis. My joints, they were getting chronic inflammation. I had chronic fatigue. My muscles, they were just completely tensed up from the moment that I woke up. And you can call God, you can say universal force, you can say somebody from higher power told me to reread this book, because I read that book multiple times beginning 2023 when I had all these joint problems. And it was the Most High told me, hey, you need to go read this book. So I read the book cover to cover, and that day I bought that food grade Epsom salt. And I started that protocol, that process right away. Anytime you're dealing with any type of health protocol, detox protocol, expect there's going to be some ups and downs. It's not going to be like everything's going to go smooth. It's not going to be, oh, I never had a setback or some discomfort along the way. In fact, there could be a lot of different various forms of discomfort. As we're looking at this liver, right? When your gallbladder is full of gallstones like this, don't you think it's going to have more problems? It's going to cause other problems. Could be skin problems, could be rheumatoid arthritis, could be nasal congestion. It's going to show up differently for everybody. And when you're detoxing, getting these gallstones out of your body, you may be experiencing more of those as well. To recognize that sometimes you're going to have these bumps along the way before you can actually see some light at the end of the tunnel. And for me, it took years and years, right, to get these gallstones out of the body. And I'm telling y'all, I'm still on the protocol. I'm doing this protocol every 2 weeks. I don't give myself a break. Because what I've realized is that when you're dealing with gallstones, they will reform. Your liver is a blood filtering organ. That's what it does. The liver filters blood 24/7, 365. It's filtering around 250 gallons, let's just say 1,000 liters per day. So your liver is always filtering blood for you. It's just like your oil filter, in the engine, it's always filtering the oil. Or if you're dealing with the fuel filter, right? After you put gas in your car, that gas has to go through a fuel filter to filter that gas before it goes into your engine. Well, over time, your fuel filter and your oil filter, they're going to get clogged up. As they get clogged up, you're going to have problems, something called blood viscosity. When your blood viscosity is going higher and higher, your blood pressure is going to go along with it as well. And a lot of people, they don't believe any of this, and I don't really care. All I got to say is if you want to improve your health, you're going to have to improve your internal organs, your small and large intestines, get the waste material out, get the parasites out of your body, get the gallstones flushed out of your gallbladder, intrahepatic stones out of the liver. Then you're going to keep working and get the kidney stones out of your kidneys. And what are you going to do? You're going to go eat healthy. You're not going to be eating that trash, garbage food you've been eating this whole time. You're going to be thinking about, when I'm eating food, does it have nutritional value? You're going to be smarter about how you navigate through health moving forward. Right? Earlier in this presentation, what did we talk about? We talked about teachability index. What is your willingness to learn? And what is your willingness to accept change? I discussed a lot of material today. It's about a whole hour of content. Losing my voice. But why do I do this? I do this because I can reinforce these lessons in my head if I want to experience better health. As much as I've recovered, I know there's always another level of health I can unlock. And I'm excited about unlocking that next level of health. Right? So one day, people look at me, they're going to be off by decades when they say, oh, I think you're so-and-so age, right? Whatever. Well, they're going to be off by decades, not just one decade, but multiple decades. And if you're interested in reversing aging, you got to be teachable. How do you know you're teachable? What is your willingness to learn? And what is your willingness to accept change? Just watching these YouTube videos online, it's not going to change your life. But actually taking it to heart and actually verify the information for yourself. Go buy yourself a book on human physiology. Go to archive.org, free books online, Library of Congress, more free books online. There are many books on human physiology you can download. And verify the things that I'm saying. And connect with other naturopathic doctors, holistic doctors that can put together a plan for you to recover your health. And many people, they don't focus on any of this until the problems are so severe they can't turn the situation around. So one more time, how do you get your Wish is Your Command completely for free? There's going to be a video on my section. You got to click on this offer, click on that link in the descriptions. There's going to be a link in the comments as well. All you got to do is click buy now. And when you click buy now, there's going to put in your coupon code YWIYC. You're going to hit apply. Once you hit apply, you can see the discount code is applied. Come back up in here, fill in your contact, billing, and payment information. It won't charge you anything. Just want to complete your order. After you complete your order, you're going to check your email, and there's going to be a link in your email. You tap on that link, and you're going to get access to the program. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Have an amazing rest of your week, and I'll talk to you soon.